Good morning. So today I've been thinking about the price of food and protein and all sorts of things. When I have my breakfast, I have a routine that I've set up that I enjoy. It's nutritious, meets all of my requirements and my time and all those other things that go into it. I have a protein powder. I know I'm not big into selling protein powders, but I really do like this one in particular. And the reason being, it has a lot of vegetables in it, it has some carbs, it has some probiotics, it has some omega-3s, and then I get to flavor it by adding in like fresh blueberries, and I'll make it kind of thick so it feels like a porridge. I've also blended it up with spinach and all sorts of things. So I really, really like it. It tastes good to me. I don't mind having it all the time. That said, I thought today, I wonder how much this costs for me to actually make and to get my protein needs from it and my carbohydrate needs from it. And I came up with the price that it's around a little over $6 a serving, which isn't too bad for a breakfast. I also did the same thing, thinking of a more traditional breakfast for those of you who do eggs and you add your vegetables to that. And if you did your eggs and you were trying to get to around 20 grams of protein, just how many eggs you would need in order to do that, your fat source, all of those other things, you're still hitting close to that $6 mark. So then I thought, all right, $6 times 7, that's 42, times that by 4, and you get the point. It actually kind of adds up and it's a little pricey. So my other meals, I thought, I wonder how much those are. They're actually not that expensive, and I wanted to say why. I do eat meat. I eat it in combination with other sources of protein. My metabolism, I'm a little more athletic because of the amount of physical activity that I do. And so I find that carbohydrates help me to just sleep better and rest better. I also like the fiber that comes from them and the antioxidants. So there is something called an ORAC scale, ORAC, and I really don't know exactly what it stands for. However, it has to do with the amount of antioxidants that an individual food has. And they found many years ago that blueberries were really, really high in this ORAC scale. And so that was quite a big rage. Then they found that chocolate or cacao was really high in the ORAC scale, and that was all the big rage, and everybody was like, oh, I knew chocolate was good for something, yay! And then they discovered that red kidney beans are higher than anything else on the ORAC scale, and funny, that one didn't get promoted. Didn't hear about that, did you? So that's the protein source I would love to talk about today. Beans. I happen to have a package of black beans in front of me, and you'll notice that they are hardened and not prepared. It is 32 ounces. This cost me less than $10, which is lovely. So I went through and I looked at the back, which I already know the protein on it. Protein per serving is 9 grams. So for me, I need to have at least 2 servings in order to get close to my protein needs if I combine it with something like some whole wheat, some rice, anything like that. So here we go. Calories wise, it's 70 calories a serving, all right? So we don't really concentrate on that in this program, but I wanted you to think about it. It's 140 calories for roughly 20 grams of protein. That's decent. Fiber is 15 grams of fiber. That means 30 grams of fiber per serving. For me, per serving, because I'm doing 2 servings. Holy cow, 30 grams of fiber. That's huge. What does fiber do for you? It scrapes and cleans all the things that get logged in your system and really helps with movement, especially if you're good on your water. So it's a nice food to have for protein and all of those other little things that we don't really discuss a whole lot about. It helps you poop. Okay, finally, that dear antioxidant thing. They are black and purple, just like blueberries. So they are really, really, truly very delicious, very good for you. All right, so 2 servings gets me there. So I divided it up, and guess how much those 2 servings end up costing me? Less than 50 cents. So if my breakfast is $6, and my dinner is only a couple of dollars, and my lunch is only a couple of dollars, then I'm really starting to save some money, and I'm still healthy. I'm still doing things that can provide a lot of good nutrition for my body. Still very satisfactory. A great thing to feed lovely teenage boys on, I might add too. Not only that, the fiber also helps with hunger satisfaction. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. So grab some beans for yourself this week, especially if you're not a bean person. And by the way, transition with beans can be a little rough. So have a little bit at a time. I have been told by the seniors that adding a carrot when you cook them helps to cut down with the gas. They also make some things for gas as your body adjusts, but it does take about a week of eating them in order to adjust to that gas. It also means you don't want to have 2 cups of beans because you've had 60 grams of fiber, and that's gonna hurt. I guess you could play a trick on someone and give them that much. But be creative with the beans. Beans are great just by themselves. They're good in soups. They're good in vegetable soups. They're good in stews. They're also a mainstay in chili. They are great if you blend them up and make lots of dips with them. The other thing that you can do when you blend them up is if you add something to thin it out, it becomes a nice soup base. It also becomes a sauce that you can drizzle on something. Love them, enjoy them. Have a great day. Beans!